Firstly, I welcome you both in today's session. Uh, I'm elated to be the moderator of today's session. Before moving further, I would like to request you both to give a brief introduction about yourself. So we'll start with Ria.
Hi, I'm Ria Soni, and I've completed my graduation from Arts College of Design and Business 2 years back. I'm from jewelry stream, and apart from I've started my brand also, that is Inari. It is completely associated with jewelry in different kind of materials we are working in, like brass, silver, gold, and also in aluminium, leathers, and fabrics also we are doing. And apart from these, when I was in my foundation, I started and I was doing some exploration during my material exploration. So I've keen to learn about eco printing. So I started my another venture in eco printing, that is sustainable clothing brand, Door by Yours Truly. So I have two labels now, and that's how
Okay.
I proceed further. Yeah, and right now
That's
I'm
amazing.
showcasing my work
Yeah.
at JJS also. Please do come and visit us.
And I would like
So
to
my turn.
request. Yeah.
Hi everyone,
Okay.
my name is Shifty and I have my jewelry brand called Also, and I am also exhibiting here at JJS. So Art has given us a very nice opportunity to showcase our work here, and I thank you so much to Art.
Being an alumni of Arts, you got a chance to showcase your work at GGS. That is a Jaipur Jewelry Show, which gives a great exposure to jewelry designers. So, what learnings can we take from you both? So, we'll start with Srishti.
So I think here you get a nice opportunity to connect with the other brands, and I
Mhm.
think it's a very nice exposure here, and
Mhm.
all kind of brands are here. Um, Even if it's brass or gold, all kind of brands are here, and it's a nice opportunity, and I'm very lucky to have this opportunity. And Ria.
Yeah. So we have learned a lot, that we are getting a lot of exposures. We are getting some retailers and wholesalers also, and some of the people who are just keen to know what inspires us the most for doing and designing course, and how do we design our jewel pieces, and what type of inspiration behind it. So people are keen to know about those things. So we are also very happy to tell them about like, what type of work we are doing and what type of inspirations we are taking. So there are a lot of learnings and different sort of experiences we are having right now.
As a designer, we learn to design in every aspect. So, when we step out in, we need to find our niche. So, what did you consider your niche and your marketplace? So, we'll start with Ria.
Yeah, so you want me to speak about like how we decide our market and everything, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, when I was working with Silver No, I usually go with the persons like there are a lot of people who doesn't like to wear tacky jewelry in silvers also, and in different kind of materials also. So firstly, I try to know them, know my clients more, like what type of jewelry they like, what type of references and preferences they are having in their mind. So I always keen to know what type of preferences they are having. So I ask them like what type of jewelry you like to wear, what type of material you like if I'm using these things. So that's how I grow my business and help to, target my market. So that's how we do.
Okay. Now, we move
So
to
I,
Srishti.
for me, I started making different kind of jewelry in different materials, and
Mhm.
of course different designs. So I explored a lot of exhibitions, lot of shows, lot of online research, how what kind of jewelry people wear. So that's how I learned what market do I have to pitch.
Okay. So, moving further, I would like to mention some issues about COVID. Due to COVID, as everybody faced challenges, and this business industry require a new set of skills. So, how did you manage to revamp your brand? So, we'll start with Srishti.
see, I started my brand in when COVID was going on, so it was a very difficult
Yeah.
task for me to build a brand. But
Mhm.
I don't know how it worked out, and it is good for me. I feel really lucky that even when I started in COVID, it went very well for me online. So I don't know
Okay.
when the situations are normal, how the brand uh, grows and how things are, because I started at that time
Mhm.
only. So
Yeah.
I think now the situation is better, and
Mhm.
I think we will get to learn more things, and we'll get to grow more now. So
Mhm.
yeah.
So for me, it's quite challenging while the COVID scenes, because I was working in the real jewelry like gold and silver. So there are a lot of people who are not ready to buy these real jewelries due to the finance things. So I
Mhm.
switched around in brass materials and different kind of materials. I started trying like fabrics. I've tried with a lot of different kind of designing taste. So that's how it worked out. Like I mean, when I was started my this brand in Ari last year in November. So it
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
quite dicey for me to like how to understand what client wants, and are they able to
Mhm.
buy things in silver or gold jewelry? Are they able to relate with fabric jewelries apart from brass and everything? So that's how it's
Yeah.
worked.
How are you involved in strategy or concept phase of a project? I mean, how do you introduce a new concept in your jewelry pieces?
Okay,
So
so
we take
it's how I always like to observe things properly. Like if I am walking or just doing any window shopping also, I try to focus on things. What are the things are over there? Maybe in displays also sometimes we get some ideas.
Mhm.
Maybe some BMs are very very nice and very attractive. Maybe we can get some ideas. Like for example, what at JJS there are a lot of things, like there are a lot of mannequins and chandeliers over there. Maybe we can have our if our observation is so strong, maybe we can start rendering or designing some concepts through those chandeliers also. So observation is a key to design or create some new concepts over there. The
Mhm.
correct.
how much you observe, you will get a lot of things in your mind and everything. If you are not observing things, you are not getting a good idea. You are not getting in things what you wanted to design or you wanted to buy or sell things.
Mhm.
So observation is a
So for
key
me,
to
I
design and
love
create some
traveling.
new concepts.
For me, I love
Okay.
traveling, and I get all my inspirations from there. Wherever I go, I search for things that can inspire me, and I make jewelry related to that. So
Okay.
as we learn in college as well, first we take inspiration, then create a mood board and everything. So I still follow the same things.
So before launching any upcoming collection, how do you maintain the confidentiality of your work? I mean, um, there are many people who can leak your designs or something like that. So how do you maintain the confidentiality of your work or your design?
I think um, talking to people and understanding their taste makes a lot of difference. So I believe in
Mhm.
interacting with people and talking to people, like what kind of designs you like and what exactly do you want me to make. So that depends. So I mostly make jewelry which is meaningful. I think every jewelry has a story behind it. So all all my pieces are related to that.
Okay. And what about you, Ria?
Yeah, so the thing is, no one is copy or completing a thing. If they want to copy something, they can just copy the design. But they are no, they are
Yeah.
not going to copy the concepts and the idea behind the design, the story behind the design.
Okay.
Right. We are nowadays we are
Mhm.
seeing a lot of replicas of another design, and like in
Mhm.
fashion
Yeah.
designing also, in jewelry designing also, there are a lot of people who are copying the big designers. But what
Mhm.
is the missing in those parts? They are not ready to copy their concepts and their ideas and story behind that design, that particular
Yeah.
piece. They are just designing what they saw, the stones and the shape of the piece. Only they are copying that thing, but the concept and the stories are still in the designer's mind. So
Yeah.
I have to keep that
But it is
confidentiality.
very, I think I feel
Okay.
it is very challenging. If you are making a design and someone is copying your design, that is such a heartbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. This is a world of technology where everybody talk about metaverse, and this is a world where people are also creating their NFTs, their fashion NFTs, and different product NFTs. So, how are you using technology in your brands and your labels? So, we'll start with
So
Sia.
most of my pieces are
So
handmade, and technology. If we talk about technology, I am using the cat thing, like the rhino thing, and
Mhm.
most of the pieces are handmade. I should believe.
And what about you, Sia?
actually, in the world of NFTs, I have tried to just give my design for NFTs as a digital market. It's quite good. Like if we can see the Bitcoin also, the currency, cryptocurrency also, because when it comes to the market, it's quite new for everyone. So likewise,
Mhm.
NFTs are also quite new for the designers and the people from here.
Yeah.
It's new for yeah. So it's good to invest in NFTs because yeah, I will try to give my best to create NFTs of my designs as well.
Okay. That's amazing. What traditional techniques do you use in your collection to globalize Indian culture?
Pardon, could you please repeat the question?
Uh, what traditional techniques do you use in your designs to globalize Indian culture?
I use meenakari in my jewelry.
Mhm.
I use some of the motives that are inspired from Indian architecture.
Okay.
So that's what I use.
Okay, so I use, of course, enameling I use because Jaipur is famous for Kundan Meena only. So Meena Kari I
Yeah.
use. And stones also because Jaipur is the best city for these stones and colored stones I'm using. In fact, I'm using some raw stones also. Yeah, I'm not giving any shape to the stone, but trying to, create something new out of those new stones. So that's what I'm doing.
How do you work cross-functionally with developers, copywriters, and project managers?
So, see, if I'm designing something and I want to patent my design, right?
Mhm.
So, when you design and you patent a design, like for the copywriting, there are a lot of things. Like I've designed one starry divination piece, which is from my tarot card, my diamond project. And I have designed that thing with the help of some labradorites and the watching that. And I wanted to copyright that thing because if someone wants to use it, they can't copy that thing, right? That's
Mhm.
how I do.
I have never faced such problem. I wanted to get my
Okay.
designs copyrighted, but I feel that even if they change a single thing, then it will not be of any use.
Okay.
So yeah.
So when you firstly entered in this industry, did you encounter any issues? Um,
Like what kind of issue?
it could be anything you can share with us.
Yes, there
With,
are so many experiences that I have faced. Like I worked in a company where only I was the female person, and that
okay.
was really challenging for me as a girl. So that is the thing, and lot many things I faced. So, for example, if I am getting my pieces done through a karigar or something, so I have to deal with them and go to their houses and talk to them and uh, explore
Mhm.
things in city. So it is a challenging task.
Yeah.
So that's what I faced, and I love it. I love doing it. I love doing it. So that is the thing.
Okay. Moving on to Dia.
Yeah, it's the same. When I was working with one company that is Papa Bhetta Tools. So I was the only person over there who is handling their social media also, their video organizing also, their designing part also. So I was the only one who is taking all the things together, and I have to, interact with carigars also. So that's how we started learning that on hand in hand, how do you work and how do you start your own brand with a lot of things. Like in my brand also, I'm the only one who is, till the product to the end of the packaging. I have to do it on my own. So that's what I learned when I was
Same
working
here.
with them.
Same here. It's like you have to sometimes you have to go to the customer's place to give the parcel. So it is a
Yeah.
very challenging thing, but we love doing it.
Okay. As a child, what were your inspirations? I mean, what were your inspirations? And now, as you're a designer, who is your inspiration now?
So let me tell you, when I was not very much fond of, drawing or any sketching sort of thing. So I've just visited art college when I was in ninth standard. So I've, just, looking forward to those kind of inspiration, and people started making and designing something out of it. So that's how I started and developed my mind into designing. And then after 12th, I just visited again art, and then I came to know that how we start working. When I was in my foundation, I started how to sketch, how to draw a single straight line. Even then also I don't know how to, just draw the single line without any help of ruler. So I started doing that, and that's how my interest developed.
Okay.
So
And moving on to
when I
Trishna.
was in 11th and 12th, I had a subject of fashion design. So
Okay.
I did not know about jewelry designing earlier. Then my mom told me that let's go to art and we'll uh, we'll talk about your course and everything. Then I saw a jewelry designing student there, and he was working on some design or something, and I really loved it. It was like I wanted to make it, and I used to do. I love sketching. I used to love sketching. I still do. So that's how I wanted to do jewelry design.
Okay. So, to wrap up in this session, how was your experience at art, and where did you came to know about the same?
So it's just near my house. So
Okay.
And I
I
already
knew
told
about
you.
it, and I always
Okay.
wanted to go there. So I thought when I'll pass 12th and I'm gonna go and do something.
Now moving on to Ria. How did you came to know about art?
I already told you that I've been for the visiting to my school faculties, and I've been there
Okay.
as, just experiencing each and everything, and I've, surrounding and over there. So I like the art, and then I came after my 12th exams, and then I joined the art.
Okay.
Like, it's only me.
So, thank you, Shrishti and Ria,
Thank
for
you.
sharing your thoughts and experiences with us and our budding designers.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you so
to
much.
all of viewers,
Thank you so much.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Been so enlightening.
Bye.
To all of viewers who are planning to pursue a career in design, I would like to tell them that we are open for admissions. Interested aspirants can reach us through its website, that is archedu.org. So, in the end, I would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and an amazing weekend. Thank you
Merry
so much.
Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.